Mm, 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 mm. Yep, same old shit. Here's Elon Musk visiting the Auschwitz concentration camp in Poland on Monday. Over here with Ben Shapiro. You know, please don't get me started on him. Talk about a warmongering son of a bitch, a freaking Napoleon complex warmonger. And here he is, and here is Elon Musk over here pandering. Okay, clearly, some same man who has everything to say about black folks and all these statistics about black folks attacking white folks, like in like epic proportions, like based on some right wing stats. This is the guy who got everything smart to say about taking about a black president of Harvard, a woman that was president for 6 months. You know, big supporter of that. Here he is. And believe me, I'm not the only one that's pointed this out. Other people have pointed this out. Matter of fact, O'Shea Duke Jackson pointed this out probably about a year ago about how Elon Musk feels about black people. Here he is over here pandering. Now people will say, well, he's not pandering. He's this and that. And, he's just trying to stick up for what's right. The same guy who went there, visited Netanyahu and the other guys, never bothered to see, a conflict that he does not even bother looking at the other side of the conflict to even have an even or balanced perspective. Doesn't even pretend to. And the only reason why I'm talking about this, because, I want people to understand something. Anyone who thinks that Elon is going to save the world, the best thing for you to do is give that up now. To think that this guy is some hero for free speech. Yeah, he's hero for free speech as long as you're not talking about a certain group of people. All right? And the fact of the matter is, I'm going to show you just how far his pandering has gone. Just how far he's gone with the pandering. Okay? Just so you get an idea exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm Jewish. Aspirationally Jewish. I grew up around a lot of Jewish people. I went to Hebrew preschool, Rachel Spiro in South Africa. My name is very Jewish.
I will tell you that for the past 10 years, people have assumed in my community that you were Jewish until I informed them otherwise.
Yeah.
Elon is a pretty Jewish name.
He's super Jewish.
Yeah.
And then I went to Israel when I was 13. Visited Masada. I'm certainly checking the boxes on a lot of things. Like I said, most of my friends are Jewish, just worked out that way. So sometimes I guess maybe I forget. Am I Jewish? I'm Jewish. Aspirationally Jewish.
Y'all get it now? Just curious. Do you get it now? Do you get it now? Just wondering. Just wondering if you get the picture. Just wondering. Because I really don't see how you don't at this point. Okay? This man sees how the power structure is working and he's trying to protect himself. So he's going to sit up here and basically do what he did just there. It makes my stomach hurt, really, just the idea. Just goes to show you it doesn't matter how much money someone has. Power and money are not necessarily um, together. They're not necessarily always in alignment. Okay? Yes, having money can gain you and obtain you power, but there are other power structures also that can put you in a position. Because at the end of the day, who knows? Who knows what Elon Musk is facing behind the scenes with his hundreds of billions of dollars? And how much that money could be actually under threat, believe it or not, for as untouchable as some of you may think that Elon is. But I would surmise that he's probably not as untouchable as you think. And the fact that he's in the position that he's being put in a position that a lot of us are probably not aware of, to where his wealth can be greatly reduced. Because, like, for example, I said a long time ago, look, he bought Twitter for $44 billion. Twitter ended up being worth a lot less than what he paid for it. And then when you consider how his platform can be destroyed, his advertising can be destroyed, and hell, maybe even a few other things that he might be doing that could be put under attack, that he's going to sit here and smile and kiki with Ben Shapiro about how he's quote unquote aspirationally Jewish, and how he grew up with a lot of Jewish people and how he didn't see all this anti-Semitism, and how he went to school in South Africa, all this other stuff. This man that was born in privilege from day one. You can only imagine what his opinion might be of the indigenous South Africans. Like basically people that he sees probably underneath his feet. Well, you guys can do your own research, but I think that this is something that you should be aware of for political reasons, okay? Because the whole thing about it is Elon's not just interested in being the richest man in the world. He's interested in being part of the power structure, clearly. And the whole thing about it is he may have citizenship here, but he's originally from South Africa. He's actually a South African. So understand the culture he comes from and what his actual experience is. And the reality of it is he's not your friend. And he's going to do what he can to protect his wealth, his businesses, and his position of power. And, the man is just, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things you might be able to respect about him as far as what he's done business-wise, and as far as what he's done as far as the tech world is concerned. That's all well and good, but the reality of it is that doesn't mean that that makes him a good person. It certainly doesn't mean that that gives him the entitlement to where his word should be above the average U.S. citizen, or that his influence should be as such to where that he should have the influence that he has. Because the reality of it is, the United States is compromised, clearly, okay? And I just want you folks to think about that when you vote in 2024, this year, in November. Especially a lot of you Negroes that think, oh yeah, I'm going to vote for Joe Biden because the Republicans are racist. I'm telling you, you are going to vote yourself right back into servitude, which already been, as far as the mass incarceration in this country. So you've still been part of servitude, despite what the situation is as far as slavery is concerned. The 13th Amendment, servitude never ended. Chattel slavery may have ended, but servitude didn't end. And at the end of the day, you come from a slave culture, but the question becomes, when are you going to stop thinking like a slave and operating as a free man or a free person, however you want to look at it? Because at the end of the day, you need to take what power you have and shake up the system. Stop being so damn predictable. Think a little bit more than sitting in front of TV. Listen, I'm not telling you to even listen to some of these other talking heads on TV, because some of these Negroes are just basically New Age plantation Negroes up there. They're new overseers telling you basically to stay on the Democrat plantation. I'm telling you, if no other year, this year, we need to do something different, folks. We need to do something much, much different. Which is, if you're just that stuck up on the point of that you can't hold your nose and vote for the Republicans, don't vote against yourself. That's all. Don't vote on some dream that you've been dealing with for 6 decades where you've basically been just giving your vote away for free. And basically continue to have, the benign neglect policy put on you year after year after year with no results. Got to do something different, folks. We got to. They're just lining up against you. We are the whipping post of society. I mean, come on. I really hope that you guys follow what's going on here politically, because we definitely got to become more politically aware and be more politically objective. Because if not, there's not much more time left, folks. You say what you want to say about Kanye West, but he said one thing that was 100% true. America is for sale. So either you try to get your piece or they get a piece of you. And at this point, it's not going to be just a piece. It's going to be the whole pie. And they're going to eat us alive. And you're going to be blown to oblivion politically. And trust me, they want to make sure that you can't come back.